Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Oh, we're gonna get our hops on, It's Brewsday Tuesday with DreZ and Huck.
Oh, quiet openings. It's a soft opening.
Oh yeah, like a restaurant. You gotta
Right.
you gotta do the soft opening. Brewsday Tuesday. I am DreZ.
Hey, I'm Huck.
Huck from Huck's Beer Buzz is in studio, which means we're popping tops. It means we survived another week.
We did.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I was a little worried after that last show, but
Yeah, well,
apparently the bosses don't listen. So it's
Apparently
good. It's all
nobody
good.
listens because no one came kick my door in or anything.
Well, I like to think that our fans wouldn't call the FCC on me or anything. So
I
we're
would
good.
think not. I mean,
I would hope not.
how offensive are we? Can we possibly be here?
Well, so that one's in the books, a fun one, and now we're moving on. I guess, is there a theme this week? What do we got going on? What do we have to look forward to today?
I mean, ever watch Sheldon Cooper and his
Big
show?
Bang Theory?
Yeah, and his show all about flags.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not a big fan of that show, but I've seen it once or twice.
Okay, well, I watch it. I think it's hilarious. But in any case, so now we're going to do some countries. We're going to intersperse them here through the year. So today is England.
So we're traveling to jolly old England.
We are. And I said I wasn't going to do an accent, but I'm going to do
Dude,
one.
I figured we
can't
would
help it.
We might end up doing a whole segment. It's bad. My accents are absolutely terrible.
Mine are
but,
too.
So you handed me a beer, whom I'm assuming is from.
Yeah, we had talked about
jolly old England.
ESB, and you were quizzing me on what style of beer, extra special bitter. So I thought I'd bring you one, and this is the king of them. This is Fuller's.
ESB's
1845 they started brewing this thing.
Yeah, it's what it says. Brewed beside the Thames since 1845. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was one of the non-beers that we drank, was that like an ESB, or am I totally... Okay.
No. Yeah, that's right, one of the non-beers, but we've had ESPN.
Oh, ESPN.
ESB beer
Welcome.
before.
Okay, cool. So ESB is that a pretty big
It's like
popular beer?
It's
over
like
there?
the most popular beer traditionally in England in a pub. Most pubs would have one or two beers on tap, and it would be an ESB.
See, here's the problem. I studied abroad in London. I don't know if you even
What
knew
was her
this.
name?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, but I was over there for I had my 19th birthday over there.
There you go.
So you can imagine I was hitting up the pubs because obviously I couldn't drink here. But this was before my beer days. This was when I was drinking
so you didn't have a
ciders
pint.
and stuff. Yeah, I had some pints, but that's what I was just thinking. I was like, man, why can't I think of any of the beers that I drank over there? It's because I didn't really drink any beers over there.
When I was 19, the Vietnam War just ended, and I got to drink because they let everybody drink when I was 19, 20.
It's exciting.
I'm just saying.
Before we get
That's
all
a long
sidetracked,
time.
I'm excited for this ESB, but you didn't even tell everybody what you popped over there.
You were running your mouth.
I did. I'm
I had
sorry.
to outdo the age of your beer, so I have the Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout. Another famous beer, 1758.
Now that
1758.
1758. Do the math.
Yeah, this is an old brewery.
That's an old and
And they've been making this beer that long.
wow.
This beer.
So they they got it right
It's
by
their
it.
celebrated oatmeal stout.
So hopefully they've perfected it.
Yeah, it's a good beer.
Imagine.
Yeah.
And I've had that one before. I recognize the label. I'm sure a lot of people will.
They make 5 or 6 beers, and they're well distributed. So you've probably had, maybe not if this one of their other ones. They have several beers.
Fair enough.
So I thought I'd bring the old English style beers for our first segment.
Oh, so we're going to go to a different country in the next segment?
No, we're going to stay in Britain.
Oh, but we're just going to
coming forward.
We're going new
in
school.
time.
New school.
In
All right.
time.
That's cool.
I don't even know what they are. I just picked 2 I hadn't heard of that looked like they were pretty new.
Well, not English, unless maybe you did, but I got to compliment you on that shirt, man. That looks like a fancy, comfy shirt you got on.
It's nice.
And it's very beer themed, appropriate for today.
I mowed Whitney's grass on my way here, so and I needed something I could sweat and it wouldn't show. So this is it. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I was wondering why it smelled a bit like cabbage in
It
here.
does smell a little green. So the thing about British beer is everybody talks about the IPA, the India Pale Ale. And so the rumor is, or some sources will say it's fact. I have my questions. It's a big argument in beer circles. Is the IPA was loaded with hops, so it could be taken from Britain to India during the colonial era.
I think I have heard that.
Yeah, but most people say that is BS.
Oh, good to know.
B of the S.
So it's
That they also sent porters and they
IPA,
stouts and all kinds of beers.
But maybe those
ESBs.
beers didn't go so.
No, they all made it. They all made
They
it.
didn't. They traveled fine.
Yeah, they travel fine. I was reading the thing about Blackbeard's, or I think it was Blackbeard's ship, how they were keeping the record. They found a bunch of stuff, in Nag's Head, but they would stop and they would take on 300 barrels of rum, and then they'd stop and they'd take on 300 barrels of beer, and they'd stop and they'd take on 300 barrels of whiskey. They never took on any water. Just like,
there's water all around them, man.
guess.
There's water in the beer.
I guess.
Yeah.
But I
needs
never
that?
saw, never mentioned, barrels of water. I guess it probably got pretty nasty. And
Blackbeard was badass.
he was. And there might be weevils in it. I don't know. But that was the big thing, the big argument. So everybody should look that up, and we'll all get together and argue about whether India Pale Ale really was the only beer they sent to India. I think not.
So we got a little bit of variety here. Yours is a oatmeal stout. Mine is a ESB, which you said is extra
Special bitter.
special.
It's kind of just like a malty.
What makes it extra special?
That's what they call it. Extra special. I guess I could look that up on my
So ESB is a standard style.
standard style in England.
Oh, in England. Okay,
Yeah.
that's why I don't hear a lot of it over here.
No, a bitter. It's kind of a boring beer, really.
It's a bit bitter.
Yeah, I mean
boring.
It does. It makes me taste. It tastes like a boring Englishman.
Well, there you go. I mean, what do they eat? Fish and chips.
It's really not that bad though.
No, it's a good beer.
It
It's
is
a good malty beer.
It is a good beer. Shall I untap it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, all right. So this is the Fuller's ESB extra special bitter, as we just mentioned. It's been around quite a while. 5.9% by volume, that is. And I'm seeing on the back it says best before for the 4th of April 2017. So we missed that mark just by a little bit, but I'm not going to hold that
I've
against
been
it 'cause
sitting on these, so
because it's actually not that bad. It says right here, the ESB, that started it all. Multi-award winning Fuller's ESB is acknowledged as one of the world's finest beers. The unique blend of North Down, Target, Challenger, and Goldings hops balances the rich malty notes for a smooth, full-bodied beer bursting with marmalade fruitiness throughout. I don't know if I'm getting the marmalade fruitiness, but
it says the bitter style came from brewers who wanted to differentiate these ales from other mild brews. Inner pale malt and more hops. So
there you go.
They're gold to copper and color. So they just wanted to be different from just a mild ale. A mild ale is the usual.
It does kind of have a little bit of a kick to it, a little spiciness almost.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty damn
the
good.
marmalade.
Man. Maybe it's because I had a long day and I really needed a beer. But this is tasting damn good to me. I'm going to give it a 4.25
Well, there you go.
on the Untapped scale, which is how we like to rate our beers. Free app if you want to download it to your mobile device. Huck's Beer Buzz is his handle. DreZ Drinks is mine. You give a beer a score between 1 through 5. You check it in where you're at and tag friends, all that fun stuff. What are you thinking about your oatmeal stout over there? Who makes it, by the way?
Samuel Smith, Old Brewery.
Good old Sam Smith.
Tadgaster. Comes in through Seattle. And
That's right. So it makes a pit stop in Seattle?
Yeah, you got to have an importer. It says the celebrated oatmeal stout, opaque, wonderful, silky, and smooth textured ale with a complex and medium dry palate and bittersweet finish.
It's a bittersweet.
This is really dark. It's got
Yeah.
tiny little bubbles. It's got nice lacing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad beer.
But is it a good beer?
It's a little bit sweet.
That can be good, Maybe not for a whole 6-pack, but
No. I'm just not a stout fan. But so I'll have to, give it some extra
could it potentially be like
personal
a good
love.
dessert beer?
No, this is too dry for that.
Yeah.
It's
So
just a stout,
stout,
One
standard stout.
standard stout, but it's well made.
Does it taste like oatmeal? Does it?
It
Could you
does. I get
imagine
the oatmeal in
lumps
there.
of oatmeal? Yeah, bland oatmeal, nothing too
No,
special.
it's cinnamon honey oatmeal.
Oh, now we're talking.
That's good. So I'm going to give it a 4.
4. That's pretty
4.
high. Have you noticed that I've been marking a lot higher since I've been drinking with you on this show? I've noticed that with I'll untap some beers and I'll be like, wow, I gave this. I think I give it a 4, and then I gave it like a 2.75. I'm like, man.
Have you noticed that I haven't been given as many 5s?
So yeah, we're evening out.
Yeah,
and we're just
'cause-
meeting in the 4 area.
Yeah, you know, and it's like pretty much. I mean, why not be nice to people?
Yeah.
If the beer's bad, we're probably not drinking it on the show, except for that one week when we had the NA beers.
Yeah,
The week where we had the domestic beers.
that was a rough. Those were some rough days.
But other than
let's move
that,
forward.
we're probably not drinking on the show unless a brewer brings us some, and he better not bring us anything bad, or she, because
That would be unwise.
that would be unwise. Because if we're not anything, we're honest and truthful.
Try to be.
Truthful.
All right, well there we go. So I guess we're gonna play a tune, and then we're gonna step in the time machine and drink something a little bit more
More modern.
more modern. Fair enough. All right, here's a little rockin' ditty, and we'll be back and pop some more tops on after this. Stick around.